Hey, oh, welcome to this video. That's right, a Ninja Foodie video. What are we doing? Well, we're not doing a review, as I said once before in my last video that I made homemade, ready, chicken stock. Oh, it's so good, it's so good. But we're doing chicken soup from the Ninja Foodie. And it's going to be amazing, simple, but more importantly, it's going to be yummy. That's right, inside my window. Come on in, my friends. Let's get this thing going. Hey, here we go, my friends. I hope everyone is doing well. I know being tied down, being at home, or for those who have to go to work and try and protect yourself from that awful coronavirus. I hope you're all being safe, and I hope you stay safe. And those who are at home, I hope you're keeping busy. But let me tell you, for those that have the opportunity to do some form of cooking, baking, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you Lou Rao. What? Someone said, well, who's Lou Rao? Man, me, I'm Lou Rao. I'm going to show you here inside my window how to make my awesome chicken soup. Now what I did, if you haven't had the opportunity, please go to my videos and you're going to see I made a chicken stock. That's right. And we're going to incorporate that homemade chicken stock into what? Chicken soup. I already kind of like prepped. We're going to pressure cook this. Let me tell you, when I pressure cook to create the chicken stock, all the stuff that went in there, all the veggies, the chicken, everything is preserved versus boiling on a stovetop. When you pressure cook, you're actually preserving all your veggies. You're getting the nutrition. It's not being released like if you were to boil it on a stove. Now, sometimes people have to do that. They don't have this, and that's okay. But in that video, I explain what you can do. And use some dried herbs. I'm going to use a little bit of oregano. Now, for those who are not, oregano lovers, or could care less, you don't have to add this into the recipe. I love oregano. It gives it a nice, I'm eyeballing this. There's really no measurements, but I'll put it down anyway. If you want to go exactly by the measurements, I'm just eyeballing. I love garlic. What we're doing when we're adding these dry ingredients, taking from what the broth already had from the veggies, right? From the chicken, from the bone, the marrow of the bone, right? And all that came together in love, creates that beautiful stock. I'm going to enhance it as a dish, as a chicken soup dish. I'm going to add some pepper. I try to stay with as much as I can with when I'm doing dry herbs or any type of herbs. I got some, and I don't need to overdo it. And here is where we're talking about sodium. Here I'm controlling the amount of sodium, and I'm just adding a couple pinch. I would say it's going to be roughly around a teaspoon. You may go a teaspoon and a half. That's up to you. I'm going to go ahead and stir this before I go ahead and add the veggies. And if you want to add the veggies and then add the herbs, that's great. I'm going to taste, and you want to do this before you add the chicken. Why? Because the chicken is not cooked. And you don't want to put uncooked chicken that's in liquid and then taste. Adding a little more salt. Yep. Don't add too much salt. Whatever you do, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and taste this, baby. Good. I'm going to take my celery stick, slice it down the middle, and chop it away. Yes, yes. If this board doesn't move from the marble top. Yes, yes. And celery gives any broth or any stock nice flavor. It adds that, gives it a nice little kick. Just gonna add this into our stock, baby. It's so good for you. Slide that in. Slide that in. Quite a few carrots. I like to cut these carrots. When you pressure cook, it doesn't have to be even. It doesn't have to be perfect. We're gonna do a lot of carrots, and remember, I washed the carrots already. Oh yeah. I'll tell you, if you got a great homemade chicken soup, please, oh my friends, we would love to hear from you. All you have to do is put it in a comment. Tell us a good recipe that you have. I love curry. For me personally, I would add curry, because not everyone loves curry, but I would add curry into my chicken soup. Baby, you got something going. Okay. The family loves curry, add it. Oh, add it, my friends, add it. All right, so we're just doing this. We're doing this. I think we got enough carrots, fresh basil. Instead of chopping it, I'm just going to throw some leaves in here. This is going to give it, again, a nice little kick. Oh yeah. So we're using some fresh, organic basil leaves. Oh yeah. Lou, I thought you said you're only going to do a couple. I love basil. I love basil. I love garlic. I love basil. Okay, one more. One more. Stop it! Italian parsley. Chop this up. Sorry about my board moving. Lord, why are you moving? I don't know. We don't want like some of the dry Italian parsley. We're just gonna put that in here. Did a handful. Oh Lou, you got potatoes! Yes, I got whole potatoes, 3 large ones. What are you gonna do? I'm going to, now they're already been washed. Like I said, all the veggies been washed. I'm gonna dice these into cubes. So I'm gonna cut. We're not adding pasta to this Italian, to this, we're not adding pasta whatsoever to this dish. Now, normally, I did mention, when I do make chicken soup, you know what I do? What, Lou? I normally don't add potatoes. I just add, you ready? Pasta. Once the soup is done, I add elbow pasta and any type of small pasta. It don't matter. But that's what I do. So I type this in cubes. Oh yeah. Yes, yes, yes. It's okay if they're all different sides. It don't matter. It really doesn't matter. I think 2 large ones is good enough. And we're gonna add some more stock. You want more juice than you want the veggies and the chicken, because then it's not soup, right? Here we have chicken that are already cut up. This chicken, what I did, I deboned leg. I did the dark meat first. I deboned legs. I deboned the drums. I deboned the thighs. Took the meat from that. I want to incorporate the dark with this recipe. Also with white meat. Then I took just 1 big large breast, which is butterfly. I cubed those up as well. I have the dark and the white mix. You don't have to debone. You just could use regular white meat. That's up to you. Whatever your heart desires. I did about 3 of the legs, 4 of the drums, at least 4 thighs, 1 large chicken breast. That's up to you. Got our max here. I think we're good. Just a little more stock. I think it's good. Just a little more. I'm gonna go to the max. We use a couple of celeries, quite a few carrots, 2 large potatoes, Idaho potatoes, a tiny parsley, basil, and then salt, pepper, garlic. We're gonna go ahead, put this lid on. We're gonna turn this baby on. We're gonna hit pressure cook. We're gonna have it on high. I'm gonna make sure the seal is sealed, and I'm gonna set the timer 23 minutes. And we're gonna start now. And when this is all done, Lord have mercy, this is gonna be an awesome, awesome Lou Rao inside my window chicken soup, homemade chicken soup. We're gonna come back to this baby, and while this is now, I gotta tell you, when you do this on the stove, all you want to do is bring up the heat, get it to almost a boiling point, bring it down, way down, almost to low. Incorporate all your veggies and the chicken, the seasonings and so on. Remember to taste before you add that chicken. Remember to taste your stock. So this way you can add more, or once you're satisfied, add the chicken, then cover the lid. Let that baby simmer for at least a good 1.5 to 2 hours. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want to do 4 hours. No, you don't want to overdo 4 hours. No. The next video I'm doing, homemade bread. Homemade bread. You're going to love Lou Rao's homemade bread. Yes, I'm doing homemade bread. Simple. And look out for that video. And friends, while we're waiting for this baby to start, remember, it's going to take about 10 minutes, 15 minutes for the pressure to build up. It's going to kick in gear. The Ninja Foodie is going to start to what? It's going to pressurize everything in there. It's going to cook everything in there. Once it's at its pressure point, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes. You got to add that on to the clock. Hey, if you want to share some of the comments about what I'm about to say, go ahead and do so. We'll keep you in your thoughts and your prayers. You may be in this position. You may have family that's in the position, friends or extended family. I don't know. But I tell you, man, this is really, besides the coronavirus, man, what a freaking year this has been. You know, I got a close friend of mine. He just lost his best friend. He passed away from cancer, and he had lung cancer, and the cancer went to his liver, and that was it. My heart goes out to him. My heart goes out to him. He's always in my prayers. It's also been so difficult with him because he also lost his mom this year. Not only did he lose his mom, but he lost his best friend. And I knew this guy. I mean, we became acquainted through this friend. They've been together as friends, man, for like 20 plus years. I could say his name is Blue because he did announce it on Facebook. And if you want to, man, you may not know him, but man, I'm reaching out. If you can just keep him in your thoughts and prayers, he really needs it. And I'm sure so many of you yourself may be going through something, or you may know somebody, like I said before, without being redundant. And it's when things happen, it's difficult. It really is to focus and to move forward. And I understand that for many, it's been, besides the coronavirus, well, adding the coronavirus, it's been a tough year. This is all about sharing. Remember, inside my window, it's all about sharing. It's all about your life experience. Yes, we're focusing on food, we're focusing on crafting, we're focusing on baking. We're trying to get back into doing that, as I said earlier. But there's nothing wrong about sharing. If you need prayers and you want us to do that, please don't hesitate. Anyway, we'll come back. We're going to do this. We're going to do this, baby. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Fuji. Yes, this baby is done. It's completed. It's done. Now it's time to have an awesome homemade chicken soup with homemade stock that I made the other day. And I'm telling you, this thing is going to be awesome. Before I open up the cover, I'm going to let you know ahead of time, I already release all the pressure. Because I filled it to the top, I'm just going to say, hey gang, you need to know this. On the Ninja pressure cooker, when releasing the steam, once the timer is done and you're going to release the steam before opening up the cover, the juices are going to start spitting out. To prevent that from happening, I covered it. That's all I did. The steam is still going to come out, but it's not going to spit all over the place. There was quite a bit of mess. Oh yes, quite a bit of mess. But that's okay. I just want to give a warning on that. When you're doing any type of soup, whatever it may be, you don't, or even doing a stock, you really don't want to fill it to the max. You want to keep it a little below, maybe about 2 cups below the max. And that will keep it from spitting out. Let's go ahead and open this baby. Whoa! Ho, 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 ho. Yummy! Yummy to my tummy! Oh baby, we're gonna mix this around. Oh folks, oh, this aches me. This aches me so much because you're not here, you're not inside, you're not with, well, if you were, but we had to be 6 feet of distance. And we don't want to take a chance. But the point is, I wish you were here. The smell, the aroma. Let me take my ladle. And we're just going to go ahead and get some of this chicken soup. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so good. Oh, yummy to my tummy. Look at that, baby. Look at that. What will really complement with this, if you get that nice Parmesan, I'm talking about the real stuff. Don't buy that Kraft crap. Don't, stay away from its processed. No matter what it says, real. They use certain words, natural, real, authentic, whatever. And I'm not saying some of the ingredients are not, but most of it is also processed. You want to get a good Parmesan cheese and sprinkle on top of this. It will complement the soup. It's going to get a little taste of this. Oh yeah, it is super hot. Oh my, I'm not kidding. Friends, folks, you all, I'm not kidding. Oh, this is so good, so good, so good, so good. Well, folks, we did a great job on this chicken soup. I'm going to tell you, look forward for that bread, homemade bread. It's going to be so good. Until then, I leave you with peace, joy, and happiness in all that you do. Take care, my friends, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And stay tuned for many more to come. Thank you, my friends. Take care. And this is Lou Rao, inside my window. Inside my window, yeah. Oh, it gives me the jingles. Well, it is Christmas in July. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.